this with just this is a product of a grant that we received from the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation. So there years ago, I believe Moses Tinlin, he's here in the audience, who worked for the Land Bank. He was the planner that was funded by the Mott Foundation, and it was his job to actually come up with strategies for redevelopment from the Terry Mott neighborhood down to Carriage Town, to look at what the needs are, what the housing typologies need to be. How can we have opportunities for growth and development in this area? So with the funding through the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation, we were able to, finally at the end of this, even though we're a little bit after the grant, we now are seeing tangible physical results of that development. And their funding brought us here today. They funded the pre-development on this. They funded all of the, the initial, the first things that you have to do to get any pre-development activities going and rolling. So we are absolutely grateful to the Mott Foundation for what they've done. And I think we're going to be really proud of this project moving forward. Next, the next partner in this project was the Michigan State Housing Development Authority. Initially, we started with a program that they had called Mishta Mod, which encouraged the workforce housing using modular as a development style. And so that really got the ball rolling with the initial funding, which they provided us with as well, to get this project moving. We went back in and actually requested grants through their MISH program, and through MISH, Tanya Joy. Tanya, why don't you come up and join us, please? Tanya has been she's really been our resource at Michigan to make this happen. She's helped us with her creativity, her intelligence. She is also no stranger to Flint through the NSP program. Hardest hit, we've worked with Tanya for a long time, but now we're not just demolishing, we're rebuilding with what we're doing. So this is really exciting. Thank you, Tanya, for what you've done. And next, the final piece of this was actually the city of Flint. And so the land bank was able to apply for a brownfield plan to be approved by the city of Flint. And so where we're able to take some of the tax capture and repay the initial investment in the project. So this is actually subsidy which goes into the pockets of homeowners. So where we can actually use that tax revenue as like an abatement that actually longer term will keep these units affordable to people in the community. So without the efforts of our mayor, city council, we wouldn't be here today. This was really the final piece of it. And I want to say thank you so much, Emily Dorr. You were years ago, actually, when you were at Metro Development, you were the one who actually brought this up as hey, this is a cool housing typology. Let's try this out. So she and her team, from the assessor all the way to building inspection and the water department, there were so many parts of the city that we had to engage to make this happen. And I'm so grateful to the city of Flint for being our partner in this development, because what we learned is this is necessary housing. This is new housing for workforce, where ideally we can get people who, they might not live in the city of Flint, but they work at Hurley or the University of Michigan Flint or Kettering University. We now have housing opportunities for them to live close to their place of employment, and something that's affordable and beautiful. So we're very excited, and I don't think I've missed anything else, and I promised you to be fairly short with my comments, but I think at this point I'll turn this over to the mayor of the city of Flint, who's been a champion of our project, and we are so grateful to him, and we'd love him to say a few words for us.
Good morning. This is another great day. God has brought us forth for another great announcement here in the city of Flint. I want you all just to pause for 1 second and just listen. That's the sound of progress behind us right now, moving forth, our community, right here on Fifth Avenue. It was said once before that a vision without action is much like a daydream. But today we have action and a vision. And I want to thank Mike Freeman and his land bank team for putting this together, all the partners to be able to make this happen. Behind us, you see brick and mortar going in, but soon that brick and mortar will have a heartbeat to provide homes for families, mixed income right here in the city of Flint, something that's so much needed. There's been a bouquet of revenue streams. I use the word bouquet because revenue streams are beautiful. From the city to the county to the state, from Philanthropic, all of our great partners that Mike already announced, and putting this together for Flint families here, right here in the city of Flint. They said we were down and out at one point in time, but through our vision and our partnerships, we're becoming more of a victor state of mind each and every day, using all the necessary tools from our economic development division with Emily Dorr, our partners across the street from City Hall in the county with Mike Freeman and his team, Amy Hovey at MISHA, Ridgeway White at the Mott Foundation, and others. This is a great, great announcement. Take note of the things that we can do when we work together. Take note of the things and how much power we have when we work together. Take note of the families that's going to be living right here, right behind us on Fifth Avenue in a new built place for these families. Mixed income. Mixed income. It's going to be awesome for families in this community. As I look over to my left, I see Hurley Medical Facility. Back here, I see La Familia Taco House, where I frequent quite often, right? Business, family, community, all working together. And I just want to congratulate all of our partners and all of you and the future families, the heartbeats that's going to be occupying the brick and mortar behind us. This is a great day in the city of Flint, and I thank God each and every day for the great work that we're doing here. Congratulations, Mike.
Thank you. Okay. So next, I'd like to introduce somebody really important to this project, and I say that because if Amy hadn't been working in Flint and doing all the great things she has done in her career, we wouldn't be here today. She helped found the land bank. We're all here because of the land bank. The Mott Foundation. She worked on this grant while she was at the Mott Foundation that actually started this whole planning process to make it happen. And now she's at the Michigan State Housing Development Authority as the state's first female executive director of our Housing Finance Authority. Proud of you. So but Amy has always been a champion of the land bank doing development. She's always championed catalytic development. Change the narrative of housing in the city of Flint. Do something different. Do something amazing. Every time we talk about this, she gives me input on what the land bank can do and do better. So I'm personally very thankful to her and all she's done. And so I won't wax on more, but I just want everyone to know how important. At this point, I'd like to introduce Amy Hovey, who will say a few words for us.
So happy to be here. I love Flint. I love to look around the crowd and know that I have worked with so many of you for so many years to see the progress within this city. And even since I've been at MISHA, I have seen 3 different projects happen in this neighborhood alone. And what I love about that is they're different, because we know our communities need to have different types of housing to make sure that everyone's needs are met, right? Whether it's a affordable multifamily housing done by Community First, whether it's the single family stick build done by Michigan Community Capital and Uptown Reinvestment Corporation, whether it's this really cool new modular development done by the Genesee County Land Bank. It just shows you the amount of people that need to come together to address housing within Flint. I also want to point out the importance of financial partners coming to the table. Doing housing today is really hard because there's the gap between what it costs to build and what Michiganders can afford to pay is very big, and we can't do it alone. So as Michael mentioned, making sure that we have philanthropy at the table, that the city is willing to come to table with their grant funds, as well as with tax increment financing, and having the state government coming to the table. It takes everyone to come to the table to be able to get housing done today. I also want to call out Tanya. I know that she was mentioned by Michael. She has been at MISHA for a long time. She thinks creatively. She takes a lot from me and pressure from me. She cares about the housing that gets done. She works hard to think about how she can say yes. And I really appreciate it. This wouldn't have happened without you. and you being creative. So I just have to say thank you so much. I'm also super happy to see the land bank back in development in a serious way. And I love to see every time they take a home and it doesn't get demolished, but it gets rehabbed, and it gets rehabbed as one of the nicest homes on the block for a Flint family. I love to see the new development that's happening, and I hope that they're not done and this is just the beginning. So thank you for having me here today.
So I'm going to wrap up my comments, and we're going to actually watch the first set. But I do want to say that to me, this is the first of hopefully many projects that we can start doing throughout the city. This is our test. This is our test case. We're going to see how this works. I think we're going to be successful. And then if this is a housing approach that we can take it citywide. We can be in neighborhoods throughout the city that haven't seen development in many, many years. This may be a new solution. I mean, I'm hoping one day we get our own modular plant here and we can start developing housing locally in the same sort of method. So the future is bright. I'm so happy you are all here to see this today. And at this point, we'll go ahead and wave the Quran. So we're ready to go. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll just trade. Last one we tried.
I prefer underground.
Sometimes, but I swear to God, every summer there's something that we have to come back to. So if you are narrowing in on some dates, we'll float them right away so that we can try to get on the calendar. So is that what are the dates you were thinking?
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, just think about. I mean,
We might have to do first about it. Oh, but that's a holiday.
Yeah, that's the holiday that next week. Again, I don't know for sure, but yeah, the earlier you send them, the better. Then we'll have an idea of if this be a part of it. So just let me know.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. And she'll tell me. She'll say this is something that it'll be yeah, after that 4th of July, I'm around.
Starting there, so like where the visitors. Not very wide, but really long. So,
and then they're going to come back for another set in a couple of weeks because we've had a delay. They'll come back for another set probably about 5 or 6 more, and then we'll do one more set. So 16. Yeah, I'm sure if it's not, it goes 2, and then we have this is going to be 2. Yeah, they'll plan, and those are the upstairs. There, and they'll shift those in.
I figured, I was like, you guys want to get this podium out of here. I know.
Yeah, we gotta go over to Kyle
Yep,
Road.
exactly.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, tell me he's not gonna pull up right in front of these people filming. Jesus Christmas.
16. Yeah. On this was.
like this is the last donation that has been supported yet. And how many units are going in here? So there's 2 there. 2 up there.